This is Mayor Ron Anders with the Mayor's Minutes from our October 1, 2019 Auburn City Council meeting. We had a special privilege last night to be led in our Pledge of Allegiance by the Arrow of Light Den Pac 218 Cub Scouts here in Auburn. They presented our colors and they just did an outstanding job. We appreciate those young men and their leaders and their parents being a part of our City Council meeting last night. Being the first meeting of the month, we recognize many of our outstanding city employees, including our Employee of the Month. And this month's Employee of the Month was Romarlo Maddox from our Environmental Services Department. Romarlo was recommended by Katrina Cook, the Director of Environmental Services, and I'd like to read part of this memo that she sent to City Manager Jim Buston. Romarlo displays great enthusiasm to learn and grow professionally. His co-workers and other city personnel have taken notice and made him one of the go-to guys when it comes to difficult repairs. Whenever anyone is in need of assistance, he is always willing to help. Romarlo, thank you for having a great attitude and what you do to make Auburn a better place. And it's obvious that you're making our Environmental Services Department a better place as well, so thank you for that. In service awards, we recognize Michael Hayden from our Police Division for 5 years and Antonio Fannin from our Police Division for 10 years. Miss Leslie Johnston from the Auburn Public Library for 15 years, Mr. Travis Williams from our Environmental Services Department for 20 years, and Miss Renata Turk from our Parks and Rec Department for 20 years. Appreciate every one of them and all of their good work on behalf of the city, as we say each and every week. During Auburn University Communications, the SGA mentioned to us that today is Hay Day, so as you meander around campus today, make sure you smile and recognize those that are around you and make somebody's day a little bit brighter by saying hello to them. And we're also very excited about a new relationship that we will be beginning with our SGA, where the city staff will be meeting with the officers of the SGA or members of the SGA leadership team each and every month to share breakfast and just discuss commonalities and situations that are going on within our city that involve both the city and the student body and the university. And so we look forward to deepening that relationship with Auburn's SGA, and we appreciate their leadership team being willing to do that. As we got into the consent agenda last night, I will not hit everything on our consent agenda, and always I encourage you to go to our website and look at our minutes from the meeting, as well as you can go back and look at the video on Facebook, but I'll hit some highlights here. We approved a tax abatement for Shenhua Auto USA, which will be located at 2535 West Tech Lane. This is a new industry. They'll be coming to Auburn, an auto parts manufacturing company. They will ultimately be investing $42 million into our community with 95 jobs. And I congratulate our economic development team for pursuing the Shenhua company and for recruiting them and ultimately bringing them here to our city. And we thank Shenhua for choosing Auburn to locate here. And we look forward to those 95 jobs getting up and started in the very near future. Under contracts and agreements, we approved a contract with D&J Enterprises for an improvement of the North College Street and East University Sugar Parkway intersection. You'll be getting some turn lanes in southbound onto College and northbound onto North College. There'll be new mast arms that will have the turn signals at that intersection as well. It is a contract that has grown. The scope of the project has grown as well, but it is a project that we believe is the right project for the citizens of Auburn, for that commercial district that is growing right there. It will make it more efficient and certainly more safe. We approved a contract with Advanced Disposal Services for our solid waste disposal services at $26.39 a ton. This has not gone up since last year. We approved a contract with the Timmons Group for maintenance and support of our permit portal, which is used by many people in our community. It's $23,000, and that's an annual support and maintenance contract. We approved a contract with East Alabama Healthcare Authority, doing business as East Alabama EMS, which is our emergency response. Basically, it's our rescue and ambulance service that we share with the city of Opelika and Lee County. This is $375,000. There's also $30,000 included in that to replace old ambulances this year. But what a great job they do as first responders, getting to our people who are in need, who are sick, who have been hurt, and we thank them for their good work, and we're proud that we can have a partnership with the city of Opelika and the Lee County to provide this service to our community. We approved a $39,000 expense for emergency equipment professionals to purchase 18 sets of Inatex bunker gear for our fire department. These are uniform sets that we retire from year to year, and we try to purchase on an annual basis to make sure that our fire personnel have the best equipment, the best uniforms possible to keep them as safe as possible. And while we're talking about fire department, we also purchased $215,000 from Emergency Equipment Professionals to purchase self-contained breathing apparatus. And this is 30 air pack frames, face masks, regulators, and cylinders. Again, we're trying to make sure that our personnel have the best equipment possible to be as safe as possible as they protect us each and every day. And continuing along the lines of fire department, we approved a contract with CC and Litchfield for architectural services for Fire Station number 6. You might remember that we approved a purchase of a piece of property in the north part of Auburn at the connection of Miracle Road and Farmville Road to build Auburn's newest fire station. And so this is the contract with the architect firm to begin designing that fire station. And certainly we all look forward to the day that we'll have a fire station open in the northern part of Auburn. We did purchase a couple of pieces of equipment for our water resource management department. One is a backhoe and a wheel loader, and those two purchases were about $240,000. We are retiring older pieces of equipment to do that. We amended our contract with Auburn Mall, and this is basically an administration correction that we've done. The contract and the agreement that we approved last month, none of that has changed, but we had some dates on there that were incorrect, and I would encourage you, if you're interested, to go back and look at that. We approved the development agreement with the Whiteley Building downtown. This is the old Whiteley Building, the property that it sat on. This is right next to where Auburn University is on South College Street, before you get to the Go Tigers War Eagle parking lot and J&M and Wares. And it's a development agreement that we always insist on approving with these developers, especially in and around downtown, where it's such a sensitive area where people are walking and driving and riding bikes and working each and every day, to make sure that we're all on the same page about interruptions that we might have and equipment that we might bring downtown and all the things that go on with a big project. And so we look forward to that project. I believe it'll be an appropriate project for downtown Auburn, and that our citizens will by and large be pleased with the look of it. We approved a $50,000 annual appropriation to the Goodge Performing Arts Center. This is to help offset operations expenses, programming expenses, and just the basic running of the Goodge Performing Arts Center. This is a pledge that the city made to Auburn University as the development of the Goodge Performing Arts Center was contemplated years ago. This is not to be confused with the $1.5 million that the city of Auburn is giving to the Goodge Performing Arts Center to build the building itself, for the construction of the building. This is separate. This is an annual appropriation to help with the operations. If you have any questions on that, don't hesitate to call my office or call your city council representative to get clarification. And we do have a sidewalk project that we are going to be taking on. It is at the corner of North College Street and Glen Avenue. This has to do with the 191 housing project that was just opened here for fall semester. The sidewalk was not to the specifications that the city had hoped for. I will say and want to make clear that the developer did exactly what they were asked to do, but there has been some miscommunication, and it's the city's stance that this sidewalk is not as safe as it needs to be, and that by widening the sidewalk we'll narrow the road, which will slow down the cars in that area, and it'll just bring more area, more space for the students to walk or anyone else that might be downtown. And so the city will be taking on this project here during the month of October when there are no home football games, and our intent is to have it done before the Ole Miss game the first weekend in November. And finally, under ordinances last night, we issued the general obligation bonds for the Drake School project and the Cary Wood School project. We're very proud of once again, of our bond rating that we've talked about recently. Our bonds were received well in the market, and the money is there now to finance these school projects, and we look forward to their opening next school year, and we'll be happy to see these proud old campuses have new and modern buildings. I want to remind everybody that the first ever State of the City will be delivered at the Goodge Performing Arts Center on Monday, October 28th. We encourage everyone to attend. This is a free event to everyone in our community. So please take time on that Monday evening. It'll take about maybe an hour of your time. We'll begin at 5:30, and we certainly plan to be out of there by 6:30. We'll also be recognizing some very special citizens in our community who are doing a great job to make Auburn a great place. And finally, I'd like to mention that we've lost some great people here recently in Auburn. Mr. George Eccles, who served on our IDB board for many years, passed away recently, and he is certainly one of the nicest people I've ever known, and he'll be missed. His daughter proudly serves on our school board, and we just thank you for the life of Mr. George Eccles. And Mr. Pete Turnham, who is a local legislative legend, a business owner in our community for many years. He and his family have given to the Auburn community for generations upon generations. Mr. Pete almost lived to 100, and he'll be greatly missed, and we thank him for his service. This is Mayor Ron Anders with the Mayor's Minutes for October 1, 2019. Have a great week.